And we're live. So let's see. Everything is showing positive. Treaty.
They didn't give me a date. They sent a notice. Actually,
Treaty ticks.
they sent a phone notice.
Alright.
So if
Share my
All right.
treaty flow right now.
it does seem like they
So I put this here. I mean, it's still positive though, but I mean, it could flush. Definitely could still flush. It could, but I don't know if it will. 5 minute is looking a little bearish there.
Hi, Irene. It's Brian with Madison Tax Group. I think I missed a call. Give me a call back when you get a chance. Thank you.
I hear you. Yeah, I have this, which
That's good news.
54. I'm going to take one micro.
To a degree. Right. To a degree, it makes sense. You know, in the world that you don't know.
So when I go to here, 54 is like for the second, and the third is 53,
I'm emailing you.
56, there's a little gap here, so I'm down $10, but
I'm saying, hey, you think
down
I
here.
don't know how much wiggle room you have, so I don't want to get into competitive, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm just,
I mean,
so he just.
could happen.
That's
Not short and crazy size. Today, my stop got triggered, but then it rallied. My stop got actually triggered, which sucks. Got triggered back. Oh, was it earlier today? Here. Was it here? Yes, it was there, right? Or here. Wherever it, yeah, right here. Before it rallied out high of day. No, right here. What happened was I saw that this was going to 450 and everything was green.
And then I'll just go and update.
I was trading micros, not minis, which was my downfall. And it stopped me out here, right at 1200, which gave me actually a 1400 loss, just a little bit below. It's like 1394. And then this damn thing rallied and pumped way beyond where I wanted it. I would have taken profit like here, which would have given me like 3K in profit, but I took a loss at 12, or not 1200, the 1200 limit. I took a loss at it's like 1400, 1395. So that stopped me out, but then I accidentally traded 11 of these to the downside. I sold 11 and I tried to get out of it right away, and I accidentally took a gain of like $2,000. So it really put me in for the day by accident. And I got out. I said, I'm not trading for the rest of the day, but I mean, I'm trading one micro. I'm not trading anything significant. For this account, I think I made like $600. So, I mean, but it's gonna take me up the whole way there. It's definitely not. It's like gonna be a few $100 if that.
And I don't know any other items you have.
It's looking like it's curling up though on the other side. 15 minutes. It's still flush. Doesn't have anything to go.
Sounds like
I guess there.
Yeah, look at breakfast season.
No, I'm liking this.
Breakfast season. It's just but I'm high or something.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Change of character. It's not getting back up here, right?
Obviously, I'll get paid. So
Let's try to do this as this reward trade, right? Short. To I guess down here. So 1 to 3. Good risk to reward, right?
Personal, yeah, that definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add one. Yeah.
People need, the Irish people know just because they don't do things, we're showing us big numbers, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna add another one.
But with, your ex, they're happy with whatever they do.
It's not looking good actually.
Yeah, but, all right, take care.
High volume. It's going higher.
It's already done?
Yeah, touch that.
Wait, you mean like Amy finished it already? No, you mean it's sent over to Amy or to that process. Okay, that's great. Damn, that was fast. No, I was like, well, hold on a second here.
Looks
This
like
is a
they're
long
coming
day.
up a little bit though.
I'm
Right?
still
And
trying
that's,
to,
they're coming up,
40
but
emails
it's
I got.
the same shit. Shouldn't look at this. Bullish, it's all bullish. Not being disciplined on this. Definitely not. I should cut it. Right. So this is where it's bearish, right?
It's on docs for Derek True.
Triple? Sounds like a trouble.
Hey Cindy,
9 to 54.
these guys,
Yeah.
Eric Triple since we're
I'm
docs over, I
fine
don't know
adding
what these
to
are or
these.
why he's sending these. Maybe, yeah, I'll
Keep
just.
doing this when I'm adding where it was muted. I keep doing this when I'm adding when I'm losing. I should be adding when I'm gaining. I'm going my way and then I add.
I'll leave it to your
Sort of took it also.
Yeah, I don't think we need anything.
I still think this is going to
Yeah,
go
no,
down
they're preparing the
a little bit, right?
Safely upload.
Mhm.
I know Leah loves the triples. Are they your favorites?
Should probably take three. Three here. Move this up.
I just don't understand
Should
how.
be risking that.
In theory,
Comes back, I might just cut it all. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it all. I'm happy with that.
we getting anyone good today?
That was terrible. I made money,
Jump pretty
but
closely?
it's terrible. I should have. It's terrible. Well, good. It came right back up, but. Alright, so then maybe like $100 and some. Right? So we count 25 plus 798, 94, and then 24, which is plus. Can't, that is just total luck. $2,404.60, and then account 22 total waste because I was up in this one. And the sad part is I was long on these, so I was long and I lost. It just fucking stopped me out. $1,397.08. Okay, so let me see. Go back here. Oh wow, it really rallied. I'm glad I cut that. So it did rally 2404.60 minus 1397. It's not bad. 1800 for the day still. This, I mean, it's 5 minutes.
This is
It's,
a very good email.
yeah, it looks like it's, well, I don't know, it's just showing, see what this showing, it's bullish, 45, almost 46 million, very little puts even being sold. This level is 50, 52, trying to get, it did go to 54, right? So it's at that level, 54. Don't want to make a mistake and buy 11 of them. So I'll buy one. Oh, it's almost on a 15-minute, right? That's a bullish engulfing. I'll probably go up to here. This high, it's going over. It's trying to go down. Yeah, I like that better. I mean, that's high volume. But that was high. That isn't. This is high volume. It's not really going down. I like this positioning better. That second, it's right where the break of structure is, so it's a close below this.
Got it. Okay, we lost some time. Great.
Not too bad.
No, that's perfect. Okay, so actually, I need to look this up.
And take like 6 points on it. Basically scalping these accounts.
Okay, so we're good with that. I'll look at it.
And if this goes,
Oh my god.
if this goes below, it'll probably go down to here. And if we go down to 1,
Oh, I gotta call Kyle Ricks. This is, you know what? When you're focused on headaches, just stick with them, right? Roll through and just
Right.
keep doing headaches. Just burn through it. Right? Just burn through it, right?
I would actually take profit here before it. It's fair value. You can took up 1, 2. Took it though, right? Took it and held it. And take it out. Interesting. Got 30 seconds. Ideally, I want it to close below this. I was going to close above it.
Hey Kyle, how are you? Good, good. Glad we caught each other. I know tax season and it's something not know my list cut as a fit. Oh my goodness, yeah. I can't wait until after Tuesday midnight is past. Yeah, but on that note, glad I caught you. Yeah, you got a couple minutes, right? You got a couple of little items here. And actually the first one is the sales tax, right? Let's touch on that real quick. So yeah, my team looked into it. I know you got all those notices, we ran the compliance checks, and it does look like you did file, it looks like, for that the first quarter. It looks like that's filed, right? Well, no, question for you. Do you know if you did it or not? It's
showing 56.
because it's looking, yeah, because
It's going higher.
it's looking somehow they're saying you're compliant. We're like, it is possible that he filed it, but on that note. Oh no, yeah, literally. I mean, it's all around. Listen, if you sold, listen, $100 million worth of goods, you're gonna stop seeing the sales tax, right? You sell, whatever, $100 or $1,000 sales tax.
So, yeah, sure.
So on that note, what I'll have them reconfirm that because the first thing, and this is actually very good news. Initially, listen, the IRS and the state are very particular with open business, and everything is so
Probably come
particular.
back
You have to
down,
do this,
though,
you have
that's
to do
the
that,
thing.
here's the time frame.
Yep.
So on that note, it's right, working backwards
Just
to
reverse
the
it
quote unquote
here.
way that they want to see it. So at first, they were looking into and hoping it's not the case. They
Yeah,
have to go
we'll
back
just do
and
that.
file sales tax filing thing for every quarter back down to the right. Because that's a long time, right? It's pulling up the contract for the state.
Needs to go
Let's see what's
50,
here.
56.
It doesn't look like they're listing, they're
56
looking for any,
is
like previous.
High of
highs.
day.
You know what I mean? Like they're,
Okay, let's try it. Going down.
that's why then, yeah, so that's why they're looking for that first quarter thing. That's fine. Good.
Yes, I sent that over. We will probably just file an extension for you, so we have time to
Yeah,
accurately
well, these
assess it.
organizations, it's funny, the state and the IRS are very similar. They are not the fastest moving or most
Yeah,
organized.
went right back down,
It's like if
huh?
you wait long enough, eventually they catch you, right? It's like when we met you, there was this, things sit there. The IRS will let you sit there for 10 years before they actually do anything.
I would have
Eventually,
bought
they do
there,
what's called
so
an SFR,
let's
it's called
try it.
substitute file return. And that's where then all of a sudden things go from zero to nothing real quick because then, and the state's like that too, once you surface, they're like, oh, wait a minute, okay, now let's look and okay, here's the penalty.
Right.
Exactly, that's exactly how it works, unfortunately. Now, the good news is, it looks like from a compliance perspective, they're not looking to go retroactive. Hey, we want to see all these, damn quarters of filings for sales tax. When granted, you probably weren't selling much or any material at all. So imagine filing
It's
zero
higher,
returns for sales
higher.
tax for 4 quarters for like 5 years. It'd be ridiculous,
We close above
And
that. The
yeah,
next one is up
it's a lot
here.
of arbitrary work. So it does not look like they're looking for that, which is good. So you have your license now. And then there is this first quarter. So we'll circle back with that to ensure that it was
Test
done.
it.
Because maybe also, because that timeline I think is the end of March, whatever it is. So it is possible maybe they're just so behind they haven't even realized you can file it. Just on that note, exactly. It could be one of those things of they're floating in limbo and they'll figure it out in 6 years from now. Like their first quarter. But on that note, we'll do the proactive approach, and yes, so I'll put it on here. Number one, double check the first quarter was filed, and like you said, it's probably like $9.
Hit it. Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and on
That's gonna
that
be
note,
so-
for and for going forward too, just a heads up too, a sales tax filing, when
1
our firm
minute.
does those types of filings.
It's high
tax returns.
volume.
Now, keep in mind, we only want to bill fine for stuff that makes sense. And usually a sales tax fine, is X amount of work. You have to calculate, you have to look at this. When it's a
Still
small number
showing
though,
it. Yeah,
these are
56. So the
pay
price is
for
showing
quote, unquote,
56.
And granted, if you need us to do that, I will get you the lowest possible.
Compelling this
On the order,
53
right,
level.
no, this is basically going to be like filing a zero return fee. But on that note, the state
This
websites
was
are
watching
generally easy, where if you're paying them $9, it might be as simple as log on once a quarter, here's my $9, and
Oh,
go to
tickets
the state,
over.
because it literally just leaves your account. So that,
Yeah.
either way, we'll make sure that it's covered. So, and the thing is, if you can save a couple bucks by logging on once a quarter with yourself, certainly no reason to pay us anything. Obviously,
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna set an alert.
Hey, you know what? I actually, the former, I actually do. I have a special needs dog. I wish I could do the second thing. I've been cut my hair
That's
since I
fair.
was about 5 years old. My grandfather was Barber the Navy. Hats off to you then. Did you, I have, I think maybe once or twice when I was probably like 9 or 10 when I was around. That's awesome. Oh, good for you, man. Wow. Okay, so that is good. So first a little bit of relatively good news, and then everything's all relative, right? Next we move to our fun friends over at the IRS, right? Now let me walk you through what we have here. So first,
you
some
sent
good
me-
news. Our team got a abatement on 2018. They got it wiped out. $4,800 to zero. So that's some good news there. Now listen,
Andrew.
yeah, the IRS is all because what we do.
No, I'm
now,
fine, thank you.
It's unfortunately in most cases a long game. It's not a quick game, but it's a very.
I can file it
strategic
without
step-by-step
that,
kind of game
It
of
benefits
play
you to file it with the
not stay one step ahead of them,
expenses.
We're talking 5, 10 steps. We want to stay ahead of them. And the goal is to, of course, have you walk away paying them the lowest amount possible, right? Now, this is where it's like, okay, a penalty abatement here. The second that the IRS hands you.
I don't really want to deal with.
Let's say just $10,000, just for an arbitrary number. Once if you can pay them.
I really don't
want
wanna have any clients that are friends that I just file their taxes. Doesn't make sense for me doing
Probably
that.
without that same amount in penalties on top of it. So very
And I
quickly,
can't
over a
be
couple
bothered
years,
when
it's
I'm
not
trying to
10,000,
trade. I
3
just
years,
lost
it's
money,
20,
damn it.
5 years, it's like 30. So it just keeps running up, and it's kind of something that you can never get ahead of. So to make a long story short, usually then you no longer end up paying what you actually owe 10,000. You'll probably $21 terms. it's 72 month term, so it's 6 years instead of 10 years. Now, wow, hey, listen, it'd be great if it was 2 years, but actually they do have a 2-year option. It's actually not ideal.
It's a mess, but this is a
But
lot
with
of
10 year,
buying.
you pay the 36,000. Now with the 6 year, 300 times 72.
Shouldn't be
Pay
adding to
them,
this.
it's about 21,600. You pay them what you actually owe, so it's almost like you get out of paying all the interest and the penalties. So you don't kind of pay double or whatever.
I just need to know today because I
Now,
did
in
send
that,
everything in.
you stay compliant. So I think in this case, I think it was 300. Right? So it's a DDIA, yeah, so it would be for 6 years. So keep in mind, you would pay them, the 300 times 72, 21,600. Now, as long as you make that payment, generally.
I wanna do your stuff
It
correctly.
gets deducted automatically. So it's almost like, they don't bother you. You are responsible for client. It's no longer an issue. Now, if you default and you stop paying them, you can just.
I don't want to deal with anybody with tax prep. I'm not even calling any other new clients for tax prep. It doesn't make sense.
So the key is, once you get into that IA, if you can stay in it and make that payment for the 6 years, it goes to zero. And now,
Hey, Marion, it's Brian. How's it going?
so on that, let me put it in there.
So this is
Good, much better than
47.
yesterday.
No, and on that note, you could afford.
Yeah.
You could afford.
Right, exactly. Beautiful. So, update is we're still kind of in negotiations with them. We got a kind of
I should get out of
I would say a weaker agent yesterday. So what we're doing is you know how these people are. Sometimes, you're talking to somebody who's the best, somebody who's the worst. We want to try a couple of different agents out, which is why we want to get them definitive as far as an answer. So probably Monday there. We did ask, though. We did ask first things first. Well, they asked about the question for the lump sum payment. When would you guys hypothetically try to pay a lump sum payment if you were to do
It
that?
doesn't really matter that.
Next month?
This does matter though to close below.
Okay.
On that note, so how?
Right.
Yeah, no, it is frustrating with how
I
they.
want to get out of
Right.
this.
And now again, keep in mind, when we filed the return, we filed it in the way to where your bill was lower. Right? If it was filed a different way, it would be a lot higher.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. Which is why they're trying to see, and we figured, probably not imminent. Yeah.
Oh, no, I hear you. No, exactly. And you're right. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But on that note,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I didn't hear Billy said. Sorry. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Looking to close the business.
Okay. So within say a 3-month time
Should've
frame.
just
Yeah,
stuck
these
with
loans are
my
kind of case by
original
case.
basis, which was bearish. Instead of taking it.
They do make it easy to open businesses. Unfortunately, they never no, and it's true, and they don't properly basically let you know what you're signing up for, which is very, very frustrating. You know, it is. You're 100. There should be a full packet and things that they.
Right,
show
right,
you.
exactly.
It is crazy the liabilities that they call for.
Well, I'm sorry. I got you.
That
I got you.
bounced.
Okay, 100%.
Bouncing.
And then,
Bounce.
what's the other thing I was gonna ask you as well about this?
Let's think of things rationally here to get your
Well,
So I hear you,
but that's
and
not
you can only
going
afford
to
to report. Now, on that note, there are other options. This is what I'm going to go back to my CPAs with.
Right.
However, this accounting is
Right.
numbers, right? So you can't, it's not subjective.
52 area, it's rejected.
The civil penalties. Are you talking about for future civil penalties or the ones that are already assessed?
Because what they will look at, we would love to
Could get the whole thing on this one.
Well, yeah, no, of course. So they're gonna, So that treat it like this. Even though the civil penalties for the business, they're essentially all on the Arrow's file. They're on the Arrow personal file. Yeah, so they're on the Arrow personal file right now as far as those penalties. They're not even looking at the silks when it comes to working trucking. So I'm treating this kind of like two different cases, with the priority kind of going towards the business on this end. As
right now, I'm still taking the two.
No, you're
they are, but what it is they assess it to a certain thing. In this case, they're set to Arrow, and what's probably going to happen is, and I think we're closer actually on this one. The other one is we're going to probably just renegotiate the installment for Arrow, including the penalties, and that would be the case. And I think as soon as obviously the business stuff gets cleared up, that you can definitively say, okay, there's no more penalty that'll be reassessed as far as civil on personal balance. But it does suck to just do that on there. 80-something thousand just randomly from payroll tax. You guys are obviously making the effort to pay it. You have 2 quarters to pay now. When you started, it was like 5 or 6 quarters, right? It was more. Right,
well,
exactly.
That's
Also,
the liability being very, very not an accurate statement at all. It's they really should. It's very sad.
That is the $1 million question. What can they do still? So the IRS, when it comes to penalties, they kind of beat to their own drums. They could say one thing and do the exact other thing. Which is why we think, like you said, it makes a lot of sense to focus on this business, whether it be because they advise voluntary payments. They advise kind of like how you guys did it already, make voluntary payments on this until it is approved. But they want to get something, in their hands to make approval while it's still in the ACS collections, because you're not with the revenue officer on the business side anymore, where that was the case. So the revenue officer, it's much harder to negotiate. With ACS, they're a bit more lenient. It's just that it's really who you speak to. A lot of these things, like I was talking to the back office today, and they were saying sometimes, depending on the agent, you can get a 72-month for the business, you can get a 24-month, you can get this, you can get a one with lower interest, and I'm just like, why? It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. Yeah. So they told me, and it really shouldn't be the case, because I don't understand why, different person speaks, they give you a different answer. But, we've seen it happen before. So what I can definitively say is times of the essence when it comes to business stuff. Which is why we're trying to negotiate here as soon as possible. The personal one, I'm not too concerned, because one, they just assess it there. It doesn't go from stage 1 to stage 4, in a day. But the business is something we've been looking for a while. I was going to ask you that 941 for this quarter. You guys are good on that. Are you going to file that this week, or that's going to be filed, or something already? The quarterly payroll tax. Yes.
Okay. Now, on that, I know.
Okay, good. Well, if she did it, that's good, because I think when we checked it, it was like earlier this week. They had IRS hadn't had it yet, but good news was no, I hear you. They did. It could mean that they were taking a day or two to process. Maybe they have it now. We got to check, but I think earlier this week they didn't have it. I did see all the payroll deposits, though. I did see 60,000 just in payroll deposits. So that'll be good.
Probably gonna rage now.
Right. Good.
Fine with that.
Yeah. So keep in mind that.
So,
No, of course not. You shouldn't have to go back. Yeah, payroll is one of those things. Like, for instance, we automate our own payroll for the tax because when you have payroll companies, you trust them for everything. It's like we have to kind of constantly communicate with them every single day. It's not automated. Versus, you just do it through a service. You can just make updates online. You don't have to call every single time. It's much quicker. It's an easier process. We use Paychex actually for ours. So what I would say is this. Let's see what they say on Monday They have kind of, they have a ballpark of what to work with here. But we're still trying to get something definitive from these guys because it's the hardest thing in the world to get somebody good on the phone who's competent and can provide assistance. It's crazy, and I really feel, I can tell you definitively, the guy we spoke to the first time yesterday was not. Exactly. And it's just like, why is there a discrepancy? But anyways, we're keeping working on this. I just want to give you an update. I know I said I'd call you back. So exactly. Good. And good. Okay, and then I'm gonna see if we can. I know you sent over the original deals, the 940 for 2024. I still want to make sure that they, fully can receive that and process that because obviously they basically told us they never got it the first time. I see the proof. The person did it. Your accountant did it. It was something that was filed, but the IRS says they don't have it. So. Everybody says whatever goes for now. It's crazy. All right, so they lose returns and oh my gosh, it's the worst time of season for them because they're overwhelmed. It's a couple days until that filing deadline, and we're over here working around the clock. So, anyways, Monday let's speak again. Let's see what I got for you.